The world wants you to believe that the black superhero started in a 1966 Marvel comic. But the unfiltered truth is that 21 years before Black Panther, a black man named Jay Jackson was already using Afrofuturism to dismantle white supremacy with a pen. Jay Jackson wasn't born into the elite. Born in 1905, he was a high school dropout who drove railroad spikes and worked in steel mills. He even tried to be a pro boxer, but his real knockout power was in his drawing hand. By 1933, he was at the Chicago Defender, and he realized something that most activists of the time hadn't. Science fiction is the perfect weapon against racism, because if you write about the horrors of 1940s Chicago, they'll censor you. But if you wrap that horror in a story about the year 2043 or a distant planet, you can expose the monsters of Jim Crow without the state shutting you down. In 1942, Jackson took over the Bungleton Green Strip. Bung started as a 4-foot-tall everyman, but Jackson had bigger plans. In a 12-panel epic, he sent Bung back to the days of slavery and then catapulted him into a dystopian future. In this future, green-skinned people oppressed white chalkies using the exact same laws used against black Americans in 1943. He forced white readers to see themselves in the position of the oppressed, empathy through sci-fi horror. Then, on January 6, 1945, Jackson did the unthinkable. He had futuristic scientists rebuild Bungleton Green. He emerged as a towering, indestructible superhero with muscles of spring steel and a heart of metal, 21 years before Marvel's Black Panther. But Jackson didn't just stop at superheroes. He created Speed Jackson, a Howard University track star who became a secret agent punching fascists across the globe. He was also the first black artist to illustrate for pulp magazines like Amazing Stories, making him a pioneer of what we now call Afrofuturism. The unfiltered truth is that Jackson was fighting a war on two fronts. While his characters fought Nazis and sci-fi villains, his cartoons fought real-world villains like Slippery E, the white-collar criminals who were bombing black homes in Chicago. He made racism look like a monster because, for us, it was. He even changed the way the world looked at us through advertising. In 1948, he designed the first Pepsi-Cola ads that featured black people as sophisticated, middle-class consumers instead of the lazy stereotypes the rest of the world was pushing. Jay Jackson died of a heart attack in 1954, just weeks before Brown versus Board of Education desegregated schools, the very victory his pen had been fighting for decades. So why don't you know his name? Why does Black Panther get the billion-dollar movies while Bungleton Green stays buried in the archives? Is it because a hero created by a black man for a black newspaper is more dangerous than a hero created in a corporate boardroom? I want to hear from you in the comments. Does Jay Jackson deserve a monument next to the greats of Marvel and DC? Why do you think the official history of comics keeps his name in the dark? Comment architect to honor Jay Jackson. Share this to reclaim the true origin of the black superhero. Hit that follow button and stay tuned to Black History Unfiltered. We don't just tell the past, we show you the heroes they tried to erase.